more pet. Hi everyone, Tracy with the Rhapsody Art Barn. Welcome Thursday night at 4, Salem, Oregon. You probably hear my grandkids in the background. They came to say hi. Bye guys. And to pet the shop cat who keeps coming over here, so you may get to see her. How are you today? Kind of a crazy week for me. I just got back from Washington, and after that, I forgot I signed up for the live I have to do tomorrow, and I'm doing my live tonight. So between all of that, you're gonna get plenty of me. Hi Nikki, how are you? This is Fancy. She's now decided that she wants to be in my artwork, not just next to it. You gonna look over here? Look over and say hi. There's Fancy. Yep. She has taken over my life now. She's just the feral cat that we took in and got her shots and made sure she was fixed, which she was, and she screamed and screamed. We got her food, and now she's our cat. So unless we want to turn this into the cat show, I'm gonna get her off of my lap. get something started. Come on, Fancy, get down. I don't like feel completely comfortable either, because you know she's never ever done anything to make me uncomfortable, but you know she's not like my pet cat or anything. So I went to the thrift store. Well, I guess she is now. I went to the thrift store the other day, and while I was there, I got the ugliest picture. It's not ugly. It's just, you know, it's old, right? It is a stray. Yeah, if you live by, I would ask you if you wanted her, because I have 8 feral cats in my barn already, and so I can't take her home, and we already have a cat in the house. So I got this funky looking $2 sign, but I took it apart, and Cameron, my daughter's boyfriend, made me a backing just out of backer board, and I've already started that. And I don't know that I'm going to use the glass, but I'm going to clean it real fast while I'm talking to you guys. And I'll tell you what I did. So here's the backer, just cut to fit in there. I don't know if I'm going to use the glass, because I kind of want to put a big bow, but I don't know. I don't have to use this bow, which would be very chunky. I could use a transfer bow or a stamp bow and fill it in. Do you think it needs the glass? Tell me what you think. Oh, I didn't grab a paper towel. Oh, grab one. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do, what I've already done, is this is a paint inlay. This is from the new Gloria Christmas inlay. I do have a couple left, so if you want the Gloria inlay, it's on my website, therhapsodyartbarn.com, as well as all the products that I used today. I'll tell you if they're not. Just assume that they are, because I do carry a ton of products in my store. And I'm just using vinegar and trying to just get the worst of this off, and it looks like it has a sticker on it, so it's not even gonna be ready. But I don't know if I'm going to do the frame or not. I haven't decided. It kind of, once I took that other thing out, the frame isn't terrible. So I'll probably do some resin and do like a border around it. Okay, so I took this backer. I took some cottage color in Provincial. This is the kind that has the top coat in it. Hey Andrea, you made it. You must have set your alarm. It has the top coat in it, so I added a salt wash texture. I don't even know if you can even see it. I didn't add a ton of it, but I did add a little texture to it, and I'm trying to find where I did it. See how I trounced it in little places? Because I'm going to put the next layer on top and do a troweled lighter color, and then inlay the tree. I like the shape of this this thrifted frame, so that's why I bought it, because I like that tall. all my artwork seems to be big or square. Sometimes I get a round, which is one of my favorites. And then this one I specifically looked for this size because I had that tree that I wanted to do. I haven't done the new inlays yet. So my next color I'm gonna use is Amy Howard's Linen, which I used on that big rooster. Remember the big rooster I did in the country colors? It sold right away, which I was not really happy about. I actually put kind of a high price on it because I'm like, I don't really want to sell it. I kind of like it for my house. And don't you know, even with that price on it, I sold it. I'm like, well, at least you make money, right? At least if you're going to sell something you love, at least you make some money on it. Okay. But this is the color I used on that. This linen. It's going to look really beautiful with the Provincial. Probably don't need that much, but I am going to make it up because I'm going to add a little texture. I think those two colors look gorgeous together. It's going to look very elegant, this black and white tree. So I'm just going to put a little of that salt wash in it. I don't know how much. I'm not a measurer, I'm sorry. You can always just add a little more, add a little more paint, take a little away, add a little more of the other, until you get it to the place that you want it. And right now, I'm just gonna mix it up. This is a tiny little spatula, tiny little stick. I had big ones in there. Yeah, I think I probably added too much. Yeah, it's looking more like dough than paint, so probably need to add a little more paint. I like using this Amy Howard paint. It's an all-in-one as well, so it goes really well with this other one. I'm hoping that we can get this stuff dry in time to do the inlay, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But I like this paint because it smells like vanilla. It makes my whole shop smell good. Actually, it's making me hungry. I don't know what time it is there, but it's 4 o'clock here and I start to get hungry. I can't eat now because the cat will eat anything. Anytime I pull food out, the cat comes running over. I'm like, okay, I have to go outside to eat my food. And she likes a lot of stuff. Bread and cheese and my yogurt and, you know, all the stuff that I easily can take with me. She likes. Okay, I'm making kind of a thicker paste, but I think it's even still a little too thick. Because what I want to do is, I want it to dry though, so actually, I should add a little more. What I want to do is trowel this on and create the background that the tree will show up on. So I love this color. We're not going to see this color a whole lot. Okay, we'll see what this consistency is. So I'm going to grab my trowel. This is a little mini trowel, Posh Chalk, that I carry. You can also use a, I think I have them over here somewhere too, a paint blade. Any one of these from IOD, if you have those, that'll work too. This trowel's kind of cool. It's flexible. And it creates, as you're going, it skips, creates kind of a plaster. You can use the plaster that now Posh Chalk carries with this too. And I also carry a plaster in the Amy Howard. So, you know, it's good for those things too. And hopefully it's gonna actually skip around a lot on the place that I gave it a little more texture. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of hold it at an angle and get it real smooth. But now that I'm thinking about it, this stuff might take a little while to dry because I'm doing it so thick. try to smooth it out a little more so it doesn't take as long to dry. That is not a pretty effect. Love that look. And this, because it's metal, it does like smooth it to like glass consistency, which is kind of fun. I gave it more texture on the outside because I'm going to put the tree on the inside. And the tree is an inlay, so it's got to go into paint. So I was hoping it would skip around more on the outsides and be smoother on the inside. Or I'm gonna have to put that guy. And I can either use another layer of clean paint or I can use a top coat. And since I want this texture, I'll probably use a top coat. Okay guys, well, since I got some people on, I want to let you know tomorrow is the day. Finally, it's here again. I lied and said it was here 2 weeks ago, and now I get to actually call it. Tomorrow is the launch of the DIY new paint colors. There's going to be Debbie going on at 10, I think she said. There's going to be YouTube people that are doing their live videos, and she's collabing with something like 12 of those. And then those of us who are doing lives on Facebook, including me, will start, I think it's also at 10, I'm not positive. My slot is 12:30, and we're just hopping to people's pages. So I'm not sure all the people, I mean, I have it in a doc, but I haven't really looked yet. But I will be announcing who's after me during my live, and then you go to their page and watch their live. So hopefully you guys have some time tomorrow to watch some videos, or at least catch it on the replay. And we're gonna be doing the new colors for the DIY paint. So they'll be on my website, ready to buy 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is when she's going to allow everybody to see the new release. And then, like I said, the games will begin and we'll start doing lives all day. I think the last one's like at 4 o'clock. So I'm skipping and trying to create some fun texture. What do you guys think? See how smooth it gets when you use that metal spatula? It's kind of fun. So hopefully you'll join me tomorrow. I'll give out, I'm probably gonna do a little text tonight, or not a text. I need to get a text thing going. But I'll probably do a little email tonight, and then I'll be posting it on my Facebook page. So I'll be watching right along with everybody. I'll be at work, and I'll be here with the new products on my website and in my store. So that'll be fun. I made it just enough. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it thin, so I'm not going too fast here, because I'm trying to make sure that we have time to do the inlay too. And I wanted to do this. I did do the one ahead of time underneath, but I wanted to do this one on my live, this part. Okay, so depending on whether I use the glass, My board is bent because it got wet. From the paint. It got wet from the paint. This is a nice thick backer board, but they still bend. Still hard to... Okay, that gives enough. So all my back pretty much is gone, but you can still see how it gives it a layer of texture and interest, which is what I wanted. Pretty? Which I like. So I was talking to my husband earlier, and I have my brand new, because I think I told you my dryer went out last time. Had my new dryer going and it started smoking. So let's hope somebody protect me if it, let me know if it, you know, starts smoking again, because I have to try to dry this. I'm gonna try to get the worst of this off my trowel before I stop. And then it'll give it another second to dry. I love this old world looking. We can decide. I want to keep it kind of simple. Last time I did all the snow and the ice and all the things, but I think this one I want to just maybe use some of the 3D silver pens or something to like make the, or gold pen or something to make it sparkle and shine. I don't know. Maybe some shimmer, not sure. Okay, getting the worst of it off. Still very messy stuff. Okay. You guys can help me, whatever you think. Okay, should be a pretty simple project. I say that, but you know. Still always takes me the same amount of time. Okay, we're gonna try the heavy duty one. Try not to break my glass. Hope it doesn't start catch on fire. Hey, Laurie, how are you? Sometimes when you add the heat like this to this thick stuff, thank you so much, you guys. Sprinkling. Sometimes when you add the heat right away like this, you can get some cracking too from the thickness of the paint with that salt wash. And I put it over another thickness of paint. So sometimes I can get some crazing going on. I don't know if you can see the texture from there. I feel my project a lot because when it's not dry, it's cold. You can feel it. Sometimes it's easier than seeing it, especially when I have all these different layers. You can't always tell if it's dry. And it starts staying hot to the touch. No more peeps to come and see. Oh, thank you. Well, I do get a lot of people who catch me after, because in the Pacific Northwest, it's not even after work. Okay. See, it's still kind of cold, but look at all that texture. Can you see up close the texture? It's so cool. Really looks like that old world look, which is what I want because we're doing that black and white tree from the Gloria inlay. There are so many beautiful, beautiful images in that inlay. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. Oh, no, I can't. I can't pull it out. Okay, it's still pretty cold. I don't know. if I can get just the center a little more dry. So when you're dealing with an all-in-one paint, it does look dry on the top, but it dries from the top down instead of throughout, like sand or clay, like the other paint. And so it does take longer to dry. But it has the top coat in it, so it's a trade-off. We're getting some more cracking and crazing, so I know it's drying more. So the heat on it is not bugging me at all. I don't even have to do the two-step cracking if I can get enough heat on this to make it crack on its own. Sometimes the salt washing it and the drying it quickly will create that crazing all on its own. I don't know if you can see that up close, but it's really got a lot going on in places. So I like the heat on it. Okay, I'll let it sit for a second. Okay, so I'm thinking the tree, hold on, because I put everything all in one place and now I'm missing one of my bows. Because I have to decide. Oh, it's probably on the ground. Hold on just a second. Too much over here. Let it dry. So we've got options. Always options. I'm still finishing up this piece from a long time ago. I actually changed what was on the top and I put a bow up there. And I'm thinking we have the tree in the center. I could just do a simple, you probably can't see, a simple red bow at the base would be pretty, or even at the top. But I don't know, it's pretty wide for the top. I kind of like it at the base. Hey Miriam. Boy, we've been going to it today, haven't we? Thank you for sprinkling. Yeah, we were on the phone texting all day trying to figure out my website. She's been helping me. Still can't figure it out, but it's okay. We're gonna get there. Okay, so we can do, am I backwards? I might be backwards. I guess it doesn't matter. We can do a big bow, like a huge bow, or we can do, and put it outside the glass, ignore the glass. Or I can do something that's more flat and then do it behind the glass. I don't know. I had some other berries and stuff too, I was thinking, but they kind of match too much. So, and then I have this little bow. That's too small. Okay. Sometimes when I look up here, it helps me. You guys are all saying hi to each other. It's Thursday. Miriam, tomorrow is our launch of the DIY paint. I'm going to be live at 12:30 and I will be putting it out there just so you guys know. Okay, let's see if this is dry enough. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, like I said, I am going to use the liquid patina by DIY and I am going to create a clear background. Brush that is not so big. Do I just have a regular brush somewhere? Here we go. And we're gonna just, now this had a sealer in it, this paint, but I'm still gonna do a nice generous coat, so if it's sucking any of this top coat in, we still have plenty for the tree to go into. And I can do the whole piece, but for now all I'm worried about is that I have enough to put the tree into, and that it's nice and thick and kind of gooey. Because you know how these inlays work, they have to have wet. They have to be applied to wet. There we go. I think that's actually gooey enough. It was really sucking it in even though it was dry. Probably that salt wash. Okay. Now we're gonna kind of try to center it. I'm eyeballing it and I'm not on top of it, so hopefully, hold on. Hopefully I'm straight. I can't tell. I can't tell because my cutting's off. I think that's good. Girl eyeballing it. Hopefully that works. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are. I think I got enough all the way up. I think so. We'll see. Now let's get some of this laid down into the... And I'm going to use a baby wipe. I think I need more moisture rather than less right now here. And I'm just going to tap it in until it gets really dark. Now, normally I use a brayer. However, I have found with the new black and white inlays, this one and the Delphi or Delphium, or I don't know. Anyway, the black and white ones, that if I roller them, they smudge. So I'm now resorting to kind of like letting them crinkle and tapping them in as they are, because I don't want to get them too wet, and I also don't want to roll it and have it be, so I'm using a wet baby wipe, but I am tapping instead of rubbing or smashing, or, you know, like I'm kind of just allowing it to sit rather than pushing and moving it at all. So hopefully this does not do that, because I have been practicing with the black and white ones. They're just a little trickier than the colored ones, in my opinion. And the whole inlay, there's 2 of them that are all just black and white in this recent. There's some other ones I have too. They didn't seem to have that same. I think these are just so detailed, or maybe they changed the ink. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna let it do its thing. I tapped it all down and I did not rub it, so there are places that are not gonna be, it's not gonna be perfect. It's just not gonna be perfect. Hopefully it's straight enough, that's all I care about. Okay, now this has top coat on it, so I'm gonna cover it with what I just used, and we can use it again. And we're gonna try, now that this didn't blow up on me, try to do the same thing and dry it till it looks back like that parchment paper that was the original crinkly look. And hope that I got it wet enough. It's gonna be like this fine line. between over-wetting and under-wetting. Okay. I can feel it's still kind of damp and it's kind of crinkling. And then just checking it. That one didn't look like it got enough water. Let's see. I'm gonna wet just a little bit more on some of these edges that didn't get enough. And dry it again. So most top coats are, I'm gonna have to be careful with this thing, it's hot. Most top coats that I use are stickier. The liquid patina, which is why it's so good for decoupaging, is got a little more open time, kind of like the DIY paint. So you can be a little more a little less careful, I guess, is what I'm meaning to say. Look at all my friends on here. Is Lisa on here? Hey, Lisa. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna peek. I think we're good. Should we try it? Should we try it? I'm just wetting it enough to lift it up. Because again, I don't want to overdo. I can see it's kind of got hot and gummy in places. I might have overdone the heat. That's funny, I've never seen it do that before. Might be my new hot heat gun. It's still transferring, but it's not transferring as well as it could. And again, I think I might have maybe let it dry on its own a little bit more. Because I'm using that top coat sealer and it looks like I got that top coat sealer really hot. Really hot. Okay. I can see like it's got little places where it was pulling away the gummy, like the paint got kind of gummy. Where it didn't do as great of an image. It's still beautiful. It just didn't get as, see? Didn't stick down in places. Okay, so what are we gonna do about that? We are going to try a couple things. I don't know. I'm gonna mess with it. I could get my black paint out, which I might still do, and go in those little areas. But I'm gonna try maybe my shimmer silver. It's darker. And maybe I can just put some shimmer in there. We'll see. We'll try it. Because I do want it to be sparkly. Maybe it'll be like there's not snow, but kind of snow, I guess, but like a shimmer throughout it. Fix it a little bit. This is not like a stamp where I can go back over it with the inlay. Once you do it, it's kind of done with that top coat on it. So I'm gonna try to fix it a little bit. And then we'll do something on the top, maybe a big star or something. That's kind of pretty. What do you think? It's kind of allowing it to shimmer and fill in those gaps a little bit. We'll try it. Hey, hey. Long time no see. Okay. There's always something you can do when your stuff goes sideways. So we're gonna have a silver tree. Now, you could do this with green. You could do this with gold. You could do this however you want to do it. You could do it with both, probably. You could probably have drawn some lines in black, but I'm missing like big chunks, so I'm kind of like chunking this on, and it's gonna be very thicky. And it's kind of giving it that like silver moon glow, you know? Like maybe it's at night with the moon hitting it. And I'm using just a little artist brush and going heavier in the base where the trunk would be, and kind of lighter as I go out to the sides of the branches. And because this isn't a bright silver, this is the Pentart Shimmer Glaze, it's allowing me to get a little more depth in the center where I'm putting it heavier and a little lighter out to the edges, where it's just shimmering on the edges. And it's not taking away from the black. I do love the shimmer. Have you used it a lot, Lisa? I've been using it like crazy over the holidays. This is kind of hiding a multitude of my sins here. It's hiding all my little spots because it's like it pulled away every other, it's like it left lines every other space. It like stuck to the paper more than it stuck to the board. You can see where it's heavier in places here, like it gummed up. I don't know what it was doing. Maybe the heat. Got a new heat gun. I'm gonna have to figure out how to use it, apparently. I wish I could get my old one. I threw it away and I don't remember what I had exactly. I need to check my Amazon and see if it saved it. I don't know. This tree is really pretty though. Very detailed. What would you guys do with your tree? You can put decorations on it or just let it sit. Sit as it is, black and white. So maybe if I did this bow, I could do gold and silver. You hardly ever see people mixing gold and silver anymore, but I like silver and gold. Think it's good? Oh, well, gotta have dinner. You can always catch me on the replay. This is actually a very simple, I was actually gonna just use my 3D pen and add a little silver around the outside with all those little stars that it gave me. But now I'm adding so much silver, I'm probably just gonna do this. So you won't miss much. If you have to go eat, you know. I can't eat till I'm away from the cat. The cat will attack me for my food, apparently. Okay, as I'm getting more and more lines down here, thicker and thicker, I'm kind of trying to spread it out a little bit. So I'm not going all the way on every square inch of this with silver. And you could probably add a little bit of the gold around it too if we added gold down here. I don't know. Did anybody decide what bow we should use? Should we use the chunky one and not use the glass, or should we use the transfer? I'll have to see it once I'm done. You can watch, you've already had dinner. It's nice that you're by your sister. Mine moved to Missouri. It's a long ways from Oregon. Just picked up and left one day, she and her 4 kids and her husband, and I'm like, oh, okay. Just out of the blue. It was quite exciting for everyone. Everyone was like, what? Our whole family was like, what? We're all in Oregon. So. And the weird part is she ended up in Columbia, Missouri, kind of by St. Louis. And my grandparents were originally from Columbia, Missouri, on my mom's side. How weird is that? Like, it's not exactly a big, huge place to be from, you know? And so I guess a lot of my extended family is there on my mom's side from my great-grandpa. My grandma was actually lived there, went to college there. Strange how work, it's a small world. It's a small, big world. You love black with gold and silver? I know, right? Wouldn't that be fun to do both? I hardly ever see both anymore. Now, I'm not really even following any of the lines anymore because there's so many gaps that I'm just kind of like spreading the stuff everywhere. But I think so far it's looking okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get down to the trunk though. Lucky it's not a lot of the trunk. Like there's branches clear down. I think we're okay. It's just weird. It's like strips of it gummed up and didn't lay down. That's okay. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. It's gonna look prettier than ever. Okay, now kind of like camouflaged it. I know you probably are just seeing the reflection. Oh, there, maybe if I can get it like that. But it really isn't as silvery, as reflective as it looks on there. Maybe if I do this. It looks more black with a little bit of shimmer. There, it looks like that in person more. I mean, it does shimmer, but it doesn't take away from the branches. I'm gonna smooth it out just a little bit. Gotta look at it. Just smooth it out just a little. That stuff up there is super pretty. This stuff got a little chunky. I went a little crazy. But it's also a lot bigger area. There we go. Smooth it out. Okay, now I'm scared to put heat on it because it went so... Maybe I can turn the gun down a little. Maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, so I'm going to camouflage the base. You guys all know each other. Okay, I'm going to turn this down a little. okay. I'm liking it. It did change the look of the whole piece. It was supposed to be just black and white, but I don't know. I think it's okay. Okay, let's dot a little bit of gold here and there. Maybe. This is just the same stuff in gold. It should not be very heavy. So I'll see if I can accent some of these stars instead of taking it over. Like, I'm not trying to cover the stars, I just want to accent them. I'm gonna put it on the trunk. So pretty. It's just adding a little shimmer, but differentiating it from the tree branches. Yeah, I do like that gold. Whew, that's pretty. Let's see if we can't. I don't know if I can do, it's pretty translucent. So I don't know if I can do enough of a star to show up. I might have to use a different gold. We'll give it a little bit of a, you can't really see the star on top, can you? Yeah, I probably have to do it in gold. I probably will. But these over the black are pretty. You can see the gold over the black. But on its own, it's just too translucent. I need to pull out the metal pigments or the posh chalk. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, the gold doesn't really go over the silver either too much. I'm just trying to see a little shimmer here and there. You can't really see it too much though. Yeah, it doesn't really. I'm just trying to give it like kind of a shadow in places, but you can't really see it. Oh, you can kind of see it when you're looking straight on, but not much. It's coming in. That's pretty. Okay, well, that's it for the shimmer. Now we have to decide on the bow. Let me get out some posh chalk while I'm thinking. We want some lemon gold. We want the brightest gold. Pure gold? No. Lemon gold. How about antique gold metallic paint? Yep, I have that too. It's gonna be darker than this stuff though. This stuff is gonna be pretty bright. So I'm hoping you can see it. But yes, the antique gold would be pretty too. So I'm using the posh chalk, so I'm gonna use a little bit of the pigment infuser. I really do not want a lot. So I just did one little drop, and it turns this into bright, bright, bright gold. Very, 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 very molten gold. And this is the lemon, so it's gonna be the brightest. So we're just gonna see if I can paint. I might need to go straight to paint, but we'll see if I can get just enough coming out of the heavens. You know, I just want it to be like it's coming from straight from God, like the star on the top, rather than it's just something somebody put on there, right? I want it to be very natural. I'll have to mess with that a little bit. It's got to dry. But that's kind of the look I'm going for, kind of. I might layer it up. Maybe I'll have to add some dark. Stick that there. So I can use that. Okay, so have we decided? Big and chunky. Now this is not the color I'm gonna leave it. I just used some of my paint that I had left over, that Provincial. Big and chunky and no glass. Big, huge, chunky bow. Or put it under the glass and just do something simple, kind of elegant. Anybody? Anybody? I kind of like that bow. I kind of think it's pretty. You like the red one? Or the big one? I mean, they both could be red. Big bow? One for each. We're doing good. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning. So I can't put it under the glass if I do this. I have the frame. It's just a basic boring frame. Still kind of dirty, but I can put it under the glass and I can zhuzh up the frame. I think I will put the red bow and then zhuzh up the frame. The red. Okay, I'm going with red. Okay, and then I can put the glass. I can put it under the glass and zhuzh up the frame. That's what I'll do. I don't know, I love this bow so much, but I have yet to put it on something. We'll see. I will find something that I like it on. Okay, so I was not very good. I did not take off all of my bits and pieces before I started pulling this off the paper, so I'm gonna do that now. Should have done it before. Once they come apart, it's like they always want to come apart, right? So I have a hard time reusing these little bits and pieces when I do this, because they always come off their paper. I tape them, I staple them, they still slide. Once I take them off the paper, they slide. That's pretty cold. Yikes. How about we just lay it here and look at it? I'll probably rub it on later. I'm a little worried about that. But still pretty cold and wet. So we'll just leave it there. We know it's gonna look like this. Okay. I'm gonna set that aside. Let's see. I guess I need to get a trimmings trimmings moved, don't I? What was I thinking? I don't know how much we're gonna get done of this, but I can at least get some done. Just a second. So here's my frame. And I think the thicker ones are gonna fit on this one. Not that one, that one's too thick. I think I can do that one all the way around. Gosh, it's really hard to see. Can I do this one? I can't tell. I'm gonna cast one really fast and just see. And we can get an idea of what I'm gonna do. I probably won't do the whole thing with you guys, but you guys will know. Red one, red one. Everybody likes the red one. So what I'd like to know is why I use the equal parts of each, why these never match up at the end. That's what I would like to know. Does anybody else know why? Am I supposed to be doing them separately and then putting them together? Is that my problem? Because I really don't understand that. Maybe I'll do that this time. 30 of this. Like make it like a little concoction. Like I'm pouring liquor or something. 30 of this and 30 of this. Because I always have more of the yellow than I do of the other. I don't know why. Okay, I'm doing it like a concoction. So some of this. Well, that one takes forever to get out. This is the sticky one. I better get my stick before I get too far. Oop, oop, oop. A little of this. Oh, you haven't tried DIY paint? I'll have to give you some, Miriam. DIY paint's the bomb. I love it. Does it happen to you too? I don't understand it. Because I pour like exact measurements and they work, so it's not like I'm getting it off ratio-wise, but why is it that I have more of the one than the other? Always at the end. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. I'm going to cast a different couple. We're just going to see which one fits. I didn't bring out, there's two other trimmings too, so I only brought out this one, so actually it could be, that's just as white as this one, right? Well, I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, hopefully I have enough. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Like that was exact, you guys. I don't think I could have planned that. Okay. We're gonna let those heat or cool or whatever you want to call it that they do. Maybe we can get my bow smashed down. I don't know, I'm scared of that. Scared of my bow. They don't have that much more to do. You guys want to talk about yourself? Yeah, you are exact too. I think that transfers from last year's stuff I had sitting around that I never used. And then I went to find my banner because I wanted to use a banner and put like you know, Merry Christmas or something. And I can't find the banner from my Yule something one. Or I think it's from the Crimson Velvet. I don't know. But that would look pretty too, like a banner across there. You could probably cut one out of paper. That would look pretty. Put a little banner and put Merry Christmas or something right there. That would be pretty. But this doesn't have to be a Christmas tree. Now that I made it kind of sparkly, it kind of looks like one. I'm gonna put the red bow on, so it probably will look like one. Think I can get this on? We'll try it. We'll try it. If not, I just have to sit it here till tomorrow and let it cure. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. I love it. Isn't that cute? That little bow on there. I love that. Okay. Too new looking. Just too new looking. So cute. Okay, get out of my way. I'm just gonna put a little more of the, this time I think I'm gonna use the big top, so I don't care if it's a little shiny. I'll use the same brush, it doesn't matter. Oh, is it gonna dull down my silver? I don't know if I care if it dulls down my silver. I didn't think about that. A little bit it does, but not bad. Again, I wasn't expecting it to be so shiny in the first place, so. If it dulls it down a little, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's kind of taken off my gold. I can add it back on if I really want to. Okay, what do you think? Cute. It is smudging a little bit my stuff. Not terrible, but it is. Usually I spray it, just to warn you. I tried to go really light, but it does smudge. But it didn't smudge on my application. So that's good. You know? Fail in one area, win in another. I will definitely put gold on the outside of the frame. I like the pop of red too. It kind of makes it. Sorry it couldn't be all black and white. It just did not come out as well. It was, I like the vintage old look, but it was just too stripy. So I had to use the silver. But if you did one of these Glorias and you didn't let the heat gun get as hot, you wouldn't have that problem. It would do a better application. So you wouldn't have to do the silver. That was just my bad. Okay. do here. I honestly do not want to put the glass in yet because I'm going to be messing with the frame. So maybe I can just give the appearance of what it's going to be. Wait, which side is up? Yeah, this side. Right? Yes. He even put an arrow on there for me. Everybody knows how bad I am at that. You know how many things I put in upside down? Happy accident. Yeah. The art did speak for itself. That's true. Wow. This is tight. He made it very, very... I might not be able to get this back out again. I have to. I'll be careful. I'm not going to smush it in. Yeah. Okay. It's going to look better because it's going to have... I think I'm going to have to do a bigger star or something up here. Maybe an angel. I don't know. I'll find something. I could take an inlay and do an angel up here. Might be too much. I don't know. I have to look. So we'll figure out what side I'm gonna do. I'm pushing it. It's not ready. It's not ready. Usually I'm doing so much in my life, I'm getting bored. Like, hurry up. Hurry up and do something. Another thing you could do is put a little velvet powder on the bow. That would be cute. Nope, it's just not ready. It's just not ready. I don't think I have any of that made up either, do I? Let's see what I have made up. Those of you who order from me know I'm always giving stuff of these out because I make a lot of this up for stuff. Oh, look, I had one. Oh, but it dried not straight, not flat. But I could have like tested to see. Yeah, it's pretty close. It might work. I think it might work. I think I might be able to use that. Way too small. Way too small. Oh, I have a plaque. Nope. I do like these. These are the new Bibelot. Oh, I put it in the gold. Oh, you could do something like, there's a keyhole. No, it's too big. I don't know, I'm gonna keep playing around. I'm letting my thing cure while I look. Have you guys used Would You Bend? I could do a Would You Bend around the edge. That's easy peasy. If you guys haven't used Would You Bend, that stuff is like the easiest stuff. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I really like that. What do you guys think? That's a different trim mold. That's probably from a different trimmings. Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of digging that one now. That one's too small. But I do have snowflakes and stuff, something I could put on the top. Not that that color, clearly, but I do have something I could put on the top. Or even, you know, sometimes I'll just pull out of my, like, jewels and stuff and find something. Oh, that's probably what I'll do. I'll pull out a jewel. I think I have one that looks like a star. You know, a sparkly. I'll put a sparkly I don't know, that fits really, really well. I gotta figure out what that's from, and then I'll probably use that. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna paint it so we can see. You have a box? Yeah, I know, that's what I do. Happy Mail. Happy Mail, I stick it in orders. Because sometimes you can't get the molds. Even I can't get the molds, you know? So sometimes it's fun. What color? I think black. Of course I didn't bring black over here. I have everything but. I have green, white, blue, purple, green, blue, red. Do not have any black anywhere. Oh, good golly, you guys. It's a good thing I'm in my shop all the time. Everything is here. It's just in my shop. Okay, black and gold. Black and gold. I think so. We're gonna try it. I ran out of room. This will get a little bit done. This is my old paint. Don't look at it. It's getting all over me. Oh gosh. My old containers, I just moved over to new ones. Let's hope they work, you guys. I've tried them all. I've tried the FIFO bottles. I've tried the regular Dollar Tree ones. I've tried the expensive ones. And now I'm on to, so far they're good. So far I like them, but I'm still moving my stuff over, so I haven't had them that long. They're the condiment bottles from New Star. Oh, you have to send me some. You're so sweet. New Star. And so far I'm liking them. We'll see. I do not like, my jars of stuff last pretty well, but the cans of stuff, and most of my I open the big ones, most of mine are cans. And even though I go through it quite a bit, the cans are not. And I was talking to Cameron, Haley's boyfriend, and I'm like, I gotta get something because these cans are always, you know, contaminating my stuff. And he said, cans are meant to be a single use. They're not meant to be a reuse. Like, okay, well that is why I want to put them into a bottle. Okay. I am gonna get black all over me, but it will look pretty. This will look pretty. And when I'm done, I gotta run over to my son's, who lives on this property, and watch the kids so that he can go get milk. He's out of milk. So I will not finish the whole thing. Plus I have to figure out exactly what I'm doing tomorrow, because I only have a half an hour. You guys, a half an hour? What? How can I do a live in a half an hour? I can't even do this simple piece in a half an hour. Pray for me. Please pray for me. Because I don't know. It's going to be a hot mess. This is a pretty black. I think it'll look good though. And then we're going to put just a little bit of the Pentart Gold on it. It should be great. Or I can paint on a little bit of the Posh Chalk. I have some made up. I don't know. One of the two. But I do like this design. Out my way. Yeah, that's dangerous. I'm gonna knock that over. Think these are ready? I don't know if it worked. I put two separate. Oh yeah, it's working. I was gonna say I put it in separately and it's not even setting up the same way. It is still a little bit gummy. There's another one, another choice. And then here's the, I think this one's a little big. Let's try it, see if I can get it out. Aw. Well, that's pretty though. One, two, three. Do you have a preference? Are they all pretty? I mean, you can't really go wrong with these IODA trimmings, right? One, two, three. So there's that first one. It's very ornate. And it's gonna look like one of those fancy mirrors, you know? And then this one's a little more unusual. It's got a little more, you'll see more of the gold and stuff because of all the big, huge pockets. I don't know if I like that. That might be too much. This one, same thing. This one's kind of an in-between. It fits on there though. It's a little bit big. Just a little bit over the edge. Let's see. Okay, so I don't think I want this one. I'm gonna get rid of that one. But this one kind of goes over the edge. You think that's too much? So probably this one. And I'll have to get a corner piece or miter cut these. You know how to miter cut these? Black one. I think you're right too. Hey, we came to the same conclusion. So if you take these when they're not set, like right now I could do it with this one. And you put it over one on top of the other one. Say these were the same, they're not. Put them over on top of the other one and then cut through both of them. Cut through both, and you can miter cut them so that they'll come up to each other. Super easy. So this one's already set too hard. This one I'd have to use a saw to do, but I can use this in the center. Like there's probably 3 of these I'm gonna have to do at least for the side. So you can take the next one and while it's still pliable, cut through these 2. And that will create the miter cut. So you don't have to. Or you can just butt it down to here and find a little centerpiece. Sometimes a lot of the little classic elements and some of the little, well, almost all the flowery ones, they have these little, you know, that you can place in the center. So you don't have to miter cut, but this one has a pretty chunky, like, I think I'm gonna miter cut these. It's like an end. Like these are a little softer ends, but that one is like, so I'll find out which mold this is to and I'll let you know. I should have everything in stock, but I do know that they're out of one of them at the company. So once they're gone until they get them back in, till their next shipment. And I don't know when that is. They never tell me. All of a sudden it'll just be back in stock. Okay, so on this one, it's still a little bit damp, but you'll get the idea. I'll see if I can, I just spilled my powder all over the place, but you'll get the idea. If I get a little bit of my Posh Chalk infuser and a little bit of my gold powder. I didn't have enough powder, so it's really gonna be translucent. Okay, and then you just can go over the edges. This is still wet, so I'm not gonna do like a really good job or a waxy job, but it'll give you just that pop of gold. I'm really just dry brushing it right up on the edge. I'm not at all recessing my brush. I'm laying my brush on its edge completely and just hitting those high points. And that's what I was saying. If I used any of the other trimmings, they have a lot of high points. They have a lot of circles, bubbles, and so it would be a lot of gold, an excessive amount of gold. Yeah, so I'll have to paint this black to match this, and I will go through, clearly it's not gonna stay on. I'm not gluing it on yet. And I will go through and paint everything so you can see, and then I'll come back and show you a picture, and I'll probably find a little gem or something to put at the top. Make it an old-fashioned look. Yeah, pretty? Do you like the black, or is it too severe? I could go lighter. I could match the frame more. I mean, match the inside more with that gray. I'll play around. I'll let you know. I'm gonna keep playing. Sometimes it just takes me looking at it. But we used the shimmer powder. We used an Inlay. We used the spatula and some salt wash to get some texture, a little pop of color with the transfer. So we used all the things today, and I will let you know how it goes and show you pictures. I did finish I'll just show you what I did. I did finish the window. However, I did not do all the way around it. I didn't do all the way around it, and I think I need to. So I did a lot more shimmer on it. Look at how sparkly and pretty it is. It's fun. So is he. He's got sparkle too. I do like how it turned out, but I do think I need to do all the way around the window in that top coat. And I have not sealed it yet because I didn't know what I was doing. So that's that. And join me tomorrow morning, 12:30. I say morning, that is my morning because I am a late night person. That's from the trimmings too. Okay, thank you. I just have to go find it. It's in my stash. I have all of them. So yeah, well, oh, that's crazy. Don't look at my hands. A little 12:30 live for a half an hour. And then I will see you again next Thursday. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're getting closer to Black Friday, to what else is coming up? Thanksgiving, of course. And I think it's usually, I think it's 2 weeks away. Is that right? Oh, good. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Okay, have a wonderful night. And I think it's 2 weeks, so we're good for this next Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye, guys.